It's October 6, 2022. This is Daniel. I'm recording a solo video with updates on knowledge engineering project at ISSS and ways to participate. The agenda for this video is to assess the active modular outcomes and just generally reflect some of the overall changes in the CODA and ways to participate. So the first one to discuss is what the strategy page looks like. So here there's little added, a few key time points have been added, and some general questions about what such a strategy document might look like, and also a view of those modular outcomes for a little bit more particular reference. So anyone is welcome to add structural or content additions and changes here. Going back to the modular outcomes, another modular outcome is to assess and catalog the current ISSS resources. So going to that page, currently at the URL here, there's a map or a tree of some of the ISSS resources. And one of the tasks to be done over the coming weeks is to develop out this resources table. Another modular outcome is assess approaches in system science and knowledge engineering. So this was surfacing from some conversations with George and Giannis, and it related to how system science itself is organized and about different implications for organizing information and how and where to incorporate models of systems themselves into the design and actuality of organizing, archiving, indexing, and so on different resources. That's not exactly like what anyone said, but that was just the impression or result for knowledge engineering that was arising in that conversation. And so this is in knowledge engineering. Maybe we can explore what system science has relevance for this type of knowledge engineering, data architectures, and so on. The fourth modular outcome is to improve the use and usability of the ISSS Media Wiki instance. So this also I'll note here in the people column, somebody can add their name. And so here, this is Giannis, who has done a lot in this area. And so that some of that is reflected in this Media Wiki page. And key links are provided to explore the current state of the wiki and so on. And notes that can be structured more. The two tasks that were arising from our conversation was one, to think about the relationship with the Media Wiki structure and the ISSS resources and non-ISSS resources, ones that have full text available or don't, and so on. And then also another task or area within MediaWiki is to develop templates for different types of things like people, books or documents, software, systems theories themselves, and so on. And the Future Worlds website provides some templates and examples and what templates look like. That's MediaWiki. And just to conclude, the last modular outcome is to facilitate asynchronous contributions in between the bi-weekly meetings. It's not a super high co-meeting frequency, and it's hopefully useful to have these short video updates, which is the kind of overviewing and clarifying affordances that I would hope could be perhaps on a bi-weekly or monthly basis, but overall the work is going to be primarily asynchronous and nobody will go to all meetings. So here is going to be a growing list of ways to participate in this knowledge engineering area, and feel free to add and of course make changes. So the first one is to familiarize yourself with this coda and explore different pages just to get a sense of how things are organized and what might be done or what could be done. Like if you see a gap, you can add something. Another way that's more outcome oriented is to add yourself into the people column of the modular outcomes and work on a specific area. For example, create a project around a specific deliverable and timeline. And so here's where you can drop down and add your name, and then that'll signal that you want to be included in the discussion around that topic. And if you have some contribution that you want to make and you don't see it reflected in a current modular outcome, then let's just make a new one and figure out how to work with it. Another way to participate is to join the live meetings. Here's links to add the calendar to your own, or suggest some other times, or just commit to other times and work on it on your own rather than feeling limited by any particular live meeting time that you could join or not. And then in the topics section, especially down here, where we're exploring some of those outcomes that were mentioned earlier, like system science, the ISSS resources, also things like specifying the kind of metadata that might be relevant for templates, and all other kinds of topics that'll arise. So if you see a topic that could be added, or you want to add resources or questions or comments, those are all really helpful ways to participate because it can be really useful and help with knowledge transfer and synthesis. And it just fleshes out our epistemic niche and makes it a nicer place to learn and work together. So thanks for listening to this video. Our next synchronous meeting, which may or may not be another short check-in, will be October 20th, 2022, and we'll return to the modular outcomes and assess the state of the different pages. All right, email or respond if you have any questions. Otherwise, looking forward to seeing you potentially in October 20th or asynchronously. Thank you. Bye.